So welcome back. Today's menu is all about one-pot wonders, y'all. This next dish I'm gonna do is a great one-pot wonder. It's shrimp Creole. Now I'm gonna come over here and get my cast iron heated up. I'm gonna put a couple of tablespoons of olive oil in the pot. I'm gonna get it going here on the stove because I wanna kinda brown off my trinity, which is bell pepper, onions, and celery. So while our olive oil is heating, I'm just gonna get our vegetables going. And I'm using about a half a cup of each. Okie doke. And this doesn't have to be diced fine. I like to be able to see my trinity. There we go. And I'm just gonna throw it all in at one time. And that almost looks like a half a cup right there, but just to make sure, I don't think you can have too much of your vegetables in there. All right, so let's scoop it all up. We're almost there with this one-pot dish. All I have to do, y'all, after this is ready, is just cook a pot of rice. And I've got a wonderful meal thrown together. So now we're just gonna add 1 teaspoon of chili powder. And we're just gonna cook those in that powder until our vegetables are kind of caramelized. See how it's turning our trinity a different color? Looks good. All right, now I've got our crock pot set to the high setting. Whoa, y'all, look. You know, when you, kiddies, when you're cooking with gas, you have to be real careful. Oh, it was almost a tragic end, kiddies. All right, so our vegetables in our crock pot, I'm gonna add 1 can, 14-ounce can of tomatoes, 1 8-ounce can of tomato sauce, about a tablespoon of hot sauce, and I'm just gonna eyeball that. That looks like a tablespoon. That's a Michael Groover tablespoon, y'all. And about a tablespoon of Worcestershire. And about a teaspoon of sugar. Gonna just sweeten up the tartness of those tomatoes a little bit. Black pepper. And a little salt. All right, and I'm gonna stir this around a little bit. Now, all we're gonna do at this point is cover this up. We're gonna let it cook for 3 hours on high. So come on down here and I'll show you what this looks like after 3 hours. Look how those stewed tomatoes have stewed on down even more. Now, I've got about 1.5 pounds of large shrimp here that I've peeled and deveined. We're just gonna dump those in, and I'm gonna let this cook for about 10 minutes because you know that shrimp don't take very long. No kind of seafood do you wanna overcook. But in the meantime, y'all, the shrimp Creole is ready. I smell those shrimp, I smell that rice. So let's step down here and give it a little taste, and that'll give our split pea soup time to cook. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? So, you know, I just can't personally have shrimp Creole without some good old rice. And look, I've got a pot of sticky rice. I adore sticky rice. It gumps together. And you know, the rice must be buttered. A little butter. Looks delicious, doesn't it? A little green onions for topping. This is out of this world, y'all. Hardly any effort.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this blast from the past, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.